Yo, what's going on everyone? Guiding Light here, and in this video, I want to break down all these three different editions of Warhammer's brand new game, Space Marine 2. Now, if you guys haven't heard about this new game that's about to launch here in a few days, this is actually a pretty insane looking game, honestly. I'm pretty hyped to play it. It's going to be a four-player co-op game are just right after the story of the first Space Marines game. Now, to just be honest with you guys, I have never played the first Space Marines, but just based on the trailer and the gameplay and things I've seen about the second one here coming out next week, I'm pretty excited to actually get into it. Now, not only are we going to be getting a campaign, which I'm pretty excited to play based on the gameplay, but we're also going to be getting a PvP as well, which is something that's been missing in a few of the recent releases lately. We've had some pretty good releases lately, but there really hasn't been anything that's caught my eyes in terms of a solid multiplayer experience. So not only are we going to get the co-op, but we're going to have the potential of a pretty solid PvP as well. But I'm more excited just to play through the campaign and get used to these new abilities and things like that at first. Now, one of the most incredible things about this game is the fact that you're going to be able to fight so many different enemies at once. That's one of the biggest things about this game is not only are we going to have a pretty nice story and some challenging missions to play through, also offering the replayability to go back and go through them again, but we're also going to get these missions which involve hundreds and hundreds of enemies at a time. So unlike other games, like I hate to compare games, but just one thing for an example is the zombies experience we got last year in Warzone. You noticed how we were expecting to have hordes, massive hordes of zombies. That was the whole point of having these giant maps of these next gen consoles. And that's what they're actually doing here in Space Marines 2. They're taking advantage of the fact that they can finally put all these enemies on the screen. They're not going to just focus purely on optimizing XP and things like that. Like with zombies, they nerfed the amount of enemies that would spawn just because it would give you too much XP, and it was pretty lame for the players. This game does not seem to care. They're going to be piling on as many enemies on the screen as we can. I'm honestly pretty excited to see just how challenging this is going to get out more about Space Marines, you can obviously go and watch any trailers or things like that, look up screenshots and things. But for this video, I just want to break down what these three pre-order differences are and talk about some of the cosmetic packs and things that you'll get depending on how much you spend, because these packs get a little crazy. And Space Marines 2 isn't the only, people to do it, but these packs, these games are getting extremely expensive nowadays, ranging all the way up to $130. So I definitely want to break this down for you guys before you go and spend any money. Now, one thing I will say is that I will be pre-ordering the game and I will be getting the 4-day early access. So if you guys don't want to drop extra money just to see play the game early, maybe wait until I upload some gameplay or other people do, and you can watch live streams and gameplay before going for one of the more expensive editions. Now, after a few days or a few hours of watching other people play, maybe you decide you do want to get some of these more expensive packs, and I want to explain exactly what comes in this $100 version and this $110 version, because let's be real here, guys. This is a lot of money to be spending on a game. So if you get in early enough and you pre-order even the base version of the game, you will get the chosen DLC pack. Now, what this is actually a set of cosmetic items, as you can see here, and these are the exact items you'll get in the pack. Now, this comes in any version and can be found just from pre-ordering any of the versions. Now, from here, we go up to the $100 version. Now, the difference here is that you're going to get that 4-day early access, but you'll also get the season pass. So if you plan to play Space Marines for more than, a few weeks or a few months, this could be the edition you want to get, so you can get that 4 days early. But not only that, but you'll get that season pass locked in, and you'll be able to log in and automatically start leveling up with that season pass as well, which is good. But at the same time, you can get that after the game launches as well. So you're basically just getting that 4-day early access because everyone's going to have access to the season pass at a later date. So again, if you've never played or you just want to try it out with friends, maybe don't go for one of these more expensive editions, because you are still going to get that pre-order pack regardless, so long as you do get in before the 9th. However, if you don't get in before the 9th, you may miss out on that pre-order pack, but it's literally just all cosmetic items. Now with the $110 version, you're going to get all the items from the previous edition, meaning the 4-day access, the DLC from the pre-order, because they call it the chosen DLC pack, but it's actually just from pre-order and stuff. So it's not, and it's all cosmetic. Now the season pass is something that you can buy later down the road anyway, as soon as you get into the base version of the game. But this version, the 110, it will come with the champion pack. Now, unfortunately, even though it's only 3 or 4 days before the game's released, we only have one very basic screenshot of what this pack will look like. Now, duly note that there will also be these cosmetic packs and plenty of things to unlock Now, it all is going to be cosmetic based, and you will not receive any performance bonuses or anything for these items at the end of the day. Now, keep in mind, you're also going to be able to get things like this in the season pass as well. Now, when we dive into the Champions pack, you're just going to receive 2 additional cosmetic packs that no one else will have access to. And this will be for the Heavy Bolter and for the power armor. So it's all just going to be flare at the end of the day. There aren't any like XP packs or any sort of, additional bonuses you'll receive for all these packs. Now there will be so many different ways to get cosmetics in the game. So at the end of the day, you're just going to be having a couple exclusives. Now I will be getting the champions pack, and I'll go and get the maxed out version of the game so that I can showcase it to here for you guys. So if you want to see what it looks like in game when it launches, or just find out what the gameplay looks out like 4 days early, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you'd like. Now, if it was up to me, I'd be playing the game right now, but unfortunately, it's just not out yet, so we gotta wait a little bit. I'll definitely be uploading a tons of guides and gameplays on it, though. So if you're still on the fence or you haven't really made up your mind whether you want to start playing it, maybe you're getting tired of some of the other games right now, you can check out some of the back in a few days, check out some gameplay and things like that, and come to your decision. So hopefully you all have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.